Okay, before we get started, one piece of equipment that's going to really be helpful for you is a thing called a stability ball. You've probably seen them around. They're pretty common these days. You can get these things in 3 different sizes. The size that you pick corresponds to your height. Whoever's at the store will help you with that. There's also directions on the boxes that let you know which is the right size ball for you. Once I get the right size ball, what I do is initially I blow it up, but then I let some of the air out of it. Because if the stability ball is a little bit softer, it actually has more stability. Alright, so stability ball, that's your best bet. There are other ways. You could use pillows or an ottoman or something. It won't work quite as well. This is probably the best thing to use. Alright, our lumbar spine. Our lumbar spine moves in 6 directions. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to move our body into these same 6 directions. But because we're using the stability ball, it's going to create a situation where we're spreading our spine apart a little bit. And it's that spreading, or decompression sometimes it's called, that actually helps to relieve the pain. Alright, the first motion that we're going to work on is trunk flexion and trunk extension. Alright? Trunk flexion is bending forward at the waist. Trunk extension is trying to tip over backwards at your waist. Alright, to accomplish trunk flexion over the stability ball, put it in front of you, start right from your knees, and all you're going to do is just let your body lay over the ball, like so. Once you get in this position, you're going to start to feel the relief immediately. But you can see that what this position is really accomplishing is that my lower body, my hips, the weight is actually pulling towards my feet a little bit. And the weight of my upper body, my shoulders, and my head and neck and so forth, that weight is kind of pulling towards my head or forward, and it's this pulling in 2 different directions that helps to decompress that lumbar spine and create some relief for yourself. All right, so as you do this, you know, you're in the front you can be resting on your elbows. At the back you could just be up on your toes, and you can actually rock a little bit forward maybe, or a little bit backwards, and see where the position is that gives you the most relief. I mean, you'll find it, and then that's the position to try to spend a little bit of time in. Okay? Now, you don't always have to be quite in the perfect position. I mean, sometimes if I'm going to try to stay here for 10 minutes or so, I get in a position where I leave my knees right on the floor. And then just let my upper body pull over the front. It works almost as well. Anyway, this is trunk flexion over the stability ball. It's probably the best of all the positions. The opposite, which is trunk extension. All you're going to do is reverse your position on the ball from being on your stomach to being on your back. Get into this position, and your upper body is pulling in this direction, your lower body's pulling in this direction, and you're trying to decompress or just pull that spine apart a little bit, just using your body weight. Let your arms hang over the front like this. That helps a little bit. And again, you can roll yourself in both directions, forward and backwards, to find out where the position is that creates the most relief for you. If either one of these positions causes pain, stop doing it, absolutely. Any position that's causing pain, when we're working on positions of relief is an inappropriate position for you. If it's causing pain, forget about it. Just do the positions that relieve pain. All right, that's trunk flexion and trunk extension over a stability ball. Give it a try.